Understanding a task is very much about finding the keywords in the assignment task. And the key for success is to draw up your own success criteria checklist. This is the secret that will really help you to do well. So looking at this roadmap here, there are 5 steps to understanding a task. You find the keywords in the assignment, you decide on your format and audience, you generate some questions and a mind map when you're planning, you take a look at the rubric for marking, and then you draw up your own success criteria checklist, and then you're ready to go. So this is the roadmap that is so helpful. Let's take this 5-step process right from the beginning. And you can see here that there's a research task looking at researching a culture, and there are just so many words. And so the first job is to find the keywords that you have to pay attention to. So here come the keywords: Google Slides presentation, culture, country, 5 aspects of culture, presentation for your classmates, title slide, name, culture, country name and a related image, information and an image, references slide, 30 seconds to 1 minute, video clip, interview someone from your culture, 25 years or older. So that's the purpose of finding the keywords, is to really try and focus in on what matters and to drop away what is not so important. Step 2 is finding your format and your audience. Now, step 3 is when you start to generate a few questions about things that puzzle you or things you'd like to know more about. And when you start to do a bit of a planning mind map, this of course can just be any old way that you like to plan, but just getting your head around what's required. So looking at the left of this slide, I'm pretending I'm a student, and I was thinking about the 5 aspects of culture that I might look at. So I've got on the left, tourist attractions, geography, the economy, foods and festivals. So that's sort of what I went with. And then I had some questions actually, because, well, really what is culture? Like, I kind of want to dig a bit deeper into what culture is, just to get my head around it before I start. I'm trying to get my head around whether the teacher's interested in this as a present culture, or whether the teacher's sort of interested in a culture that's like something like ancient Rome or ancient Greece. So I sort of would want to check that out with the teacher a bit, because I'm still a bit muddled. But questions can be anything at all that makes you focus your thinking before you start researching. So I've headed up to the left-hand side of this rubric, because that's the end where the top scoring children go, advanced. And I'm seeing here that the teacher wants headings to organise the information. The other stuff is not surprising me at all, that the information has to be correct and the interview has to be well conducted. But the new thing for me is about headings, because it wasn't mentioned earlier. Now, graphics and text have to support the theme or content. So again, it's pretty commonsensical. You would absolutely have to have pictures that match what you're on about. But the new thing for me was that the background does not distract. So this teacher, it's very important for this teacher that that students don't put a busy background where you can't read the writing. This teacher wants a background for text where the writing can be read easily each time. And when you go down to the non-proficient end for graphics and format, if you go to the right, you can actually see that to get a non-proficient result, it's partly because the background makes it difficult to see the text. or the background competes with other graphics on the page. So this element is important to the teacher, and I will be putting this into my success criteria checklist because it was not in the assignment wording at the beginning. So then I sort of just take the stuff that I color highlighted when I was looking at the assignment and the stuff that I color highlighted from the rubric, because this green stuff here is actually what stands out to me. This is what I have to do. So you can see down the bottom here, rubric extras. I really advise you to look at the rubric to find the sneaky extras. This is where lots of people come a cropper because they've noticed what the assignment asks, but they haven't had a little look at the rubric. Anyway, so that's what I've done. I've brought the stuff together in a new place. I've got rid of all the extra wording because I'm on my way to building my success criteria checklist. This might work for you. You just might want to leave it at this. This, for your mind, you might be able to go, okay, I've got it. For me, I just have to go one step further, but you need to do whatever supports you as a learner. So at this point, I just pull off all the color highlighting and stuff and just turn, what I had there. Like I put checkpoint little squares because I sort of have to keep coming back and checking, have I actually included all these things? So I'm studying at university at the moment, and I'm doing this for every assignment. I go straight to the assignment, suck out the keywords. I go straight to the rubric, suck out the keywords, and then I make myself my success criteria checklist. It's your secret weapon. It's so many people, so many adult learners don't know how to create a success criteria checklist. So just to return to the 5 steps that we need to do to understand a task, and just to say them one more time, we need to find the keywords in the assignment task. We need to notice the format and audience that is required. We need to ask ourselves a number of questions that will assist us in our research. And we can also make a really cool planning mind map just to keep everything visual. So, if you were asked to research 5 aspects of culture, make a mind map with 5 bubbles and the aspects of culture in each of the 5 bubbles, just to really keep you on track. I, again, go to the rubric and make sure that there are you've really checked all the keywords, find out if there's any extra things. Your secret to success is when you generate your success criteria checklist, which, as you know, is made up of keywords from the assignment and keywords from the rubric. And this little process before you actually start doing your assignment, it seems really annoying, but actually it really means that you start to do very, very well in your assignment. So take the extra 5 minutes to just really understand a task, and you'll be so happy with the success that you will achieve.